Be up, guys. Be up, guys. Welcome to this preview for the Bees versus Plymouth in the Emirates FA Cup third round. Apologies once again for lateness. Again, I was supposed to be on here at 10 to 7, but anyway, on here now. And, got to go into this FA Cup match and hopefully, hopefully we'll do well. Get through. You'd think everyone think we should get through easy enough against Plymouth. They're not that special, and of course they've had Rooney was of course axed, as we all know. Wayne Rooney axed as manager, but still it could still be a little bit tough. Shouldn't underestimate them at all. And I've got obviously an article I can bring up here and we'll go through it. But, thanks to everyone that hopefully is watching on playback or live, whatever. Nobody in the live chat or whatever yet, but that's not a real problem. But I thought I'd get this out of the way, obviously, earlier, because there will be a lot coming up the rest of this week. Obviously the cricket streams and everything, the cricket on Saturday, Women's Ashes of course, so that's coming up, so I'll be doing a stream for that, one or two for that, and other things of course coming up. Obviously maybe I'll probably be doing transfer streams because obviously we are linked with a few players at least. There is rumours there for some players, so maybe tomorrow I'll do the transfer one, possibly tomorrow, or Thursday, depending. But I'll definitely be doing one probably tomorrow, but we'll see. Anyway, I'll confirm that some other time, maybe tomorrow, some stage I'll confirm it. But anyway, let's get into this, the FA Cup, and obviously, can we progress? It should be, you would feel, an easy game, but I still think, I don't know, it could be a test. It's the FA Cup, could there be an upset? Bring this up, obviously, and go through it. There we go. So it's this Saturday, of course, the 11th, and 3 o'clock kicks off from the G-Tech, of course, and let's go through the build-up here, and there we go. There was that man, of course, Wayne Rooney, formerly in charge there at Plymouth, but of course was sacked. And now there's another guy as coach, sort of. I think he's was just to do with the backroom staff or whatever. He was an assistant to Rooney, probably. But we'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah, Chris Errington, the Herald and Plymouth Live, where it went wrong for Rooney at Argyle. Following good initial signs under Wayne Rooney, who departed Home Park on New Year's Eve, Chris Errington, football journalist for the Herald and Plymouth Live, has explained when things started to take a downward turn at Argyle for the former Manchester United and England striker. Brentford host the Pilgrims at G-Tech Community Stadium in the FA Cup third round on Saturday afternoon. Errington, within 2 months, what looked like being a pretty decent start to the season, ended up with them bottom of the table and without a manager. Right, let's read some more. The former Man United and England striker was appointed by the Championship outfit in the summer, but departed the Pilgrims by mutual consent on New Year's Eve following a 9-game winless run. So this guy, Kevin Nancy Cavell, I believe, currently in caretaker charge for Saturday's FA Cup third round tie against Brentford at the G-Tech Community Stadium. Plymouth are bottom of the Championship with only 4 wins on the board so far, and Wayne Rooney has just been sacked too. What have you made of the season so far? Well, there was quite a bit of excitement going into the season because of the appointment of Wayne Rooney, who is an absolute world star of football. People were excited and hopeful that he could come down to Plymouth and make his mark. and initially the signs were good. Yes, they did lose 4-0 at Sheffield Wednesday on the first day of the season, and maybe in hindsight that was an indicator of things to come. And by the middle of October, they were 14th in the table and closer to the playoff places than the relegation zone. So going into the second international break of the season in the middle of October, I think most people were pretty happy with the way things were going. After that second international break in November, they went to Cardiff and got beaten 5-0. That was the start of the slippery slope, which culminated in Rooney losing his job after a 2-0 defeat at Oxford on the Sunday after Christmas. So within 2 months, what looked like being a pretty decent start to the season ended up with them bottom of the table and without a manager. Though the first half of the season has not gone well on the whole, Plymouth are only 3 points from safety. Would you say there is still hope they can get out of this current situation? They've got 21 league games to play, so there are a lot of points up for grabs, but January is going to be vital to their chances of staying up. One, because they need to appoint a new manager, and I think that will happen before Saturday. Two, we are in the transfer window, and they are going to need to strengthen the squad, so the new manager has the best chance possible to get them out of the bottom three. As we are here now, the only objective for the rest of the season is to finish 21st or above. Well, whoever comes in, that is the job. Get them to 21st or above, and then try and regroup in the summer and go from there. It has been a tough time for the fans. The results have not been good, so I'm not sure how optimistic they are. Of course, they'll be hopeful the team stays up, but it has been a bad run. They have not won an away game since April, and they have had some really heavy defeats on the road this season, which has definitely eroded the confidence of not only the players but the fans as well. Bringing it to Saturday's game, do you think an FA Cup run would help build momentum for the league or hinder Plymouth? It is a difficult one with the FA Cup as well. As fans, we all want to see our teams do well in the competition. Winning games of football is a good habit to be in, and Argyle have not won enough games recently. So going to Brentford and getting a win there would be good for them. Well, the obvious main objective is staying up, and with the amount of fixtures you play in the Championship, a cup run does cause you even more fixture congestion. For example, after the game against Brentford, Argyle have got 3 home games in 8 days on the 14th, the 18th, and the 22nd, and then you potentially throw in the 4th round tie as well. I'm sure come 3 p.m. on Saturday, the team Argyle put out will be doing their utmost to get a win, but the league status is so important that I'm sure if you offered most Argyle fans either a win at home to Oxford next Tuesday or a win at Brentford in the Cup, they would take the win against Oxford. That is a shame because we all love the FA Cup, but I think that is the reality. Which player should Brentford fans be keeping an eye out for at the weekend? Well, it got to be Morgan Whittaker, who we were actually linked with at one stage. We were linked with this man, Morgan Whittaker. So yeah, he's a good player. He has not hit the same heights that he did last season when he got 19 goals in the Championship and 20 in total. But as a goal threat, he still remains one of Argyle's best chances of scoring goals. He's got a terrific left foot, which I think everybody knows now. And if Argyle can work him into shooting positions in and around the penalty area, he's very good at hitting the target. It's interesting that in the last game at Stoke, they played him in a more central position rather than wide on the right. That has just given him a little bit more freedom to roam around in central positions and try and pick up pockets of space rather than being out on the right and cutting in on his left foot. It's just something that they have done a little bit differently in the last couple of games that has not led to him scoring in either of those. This from obviously ITV football. Home Park erupts as Morgan Whittaker seals an almighty comeback for Argyle. On 3-0 down, Wayne Rooney's side rescued the point in the 92nd minute. Limbs. Yeah, can't show it, unfortunately, though. What should Brentford expect in terms of shape and style from Plymouth? That is a little bit up in the air, depending on the new manager's situation. Since Wayne Rooney left, they have played a 3-4-2-1 with Whittaker and Rami Al-Hajj playing behind the main striker. They drew both of the first two games after Wayne Rooney left, 2-2 at home to Bristol City and 0-0 at Stoke. So you could say that formation has worked pretty well, and there is every chance they might stick with that. A new manager could come in and change it, but I cannot imagine they would want to change too much too soon if they have just come through the door. They will play with 3 centre-backs, but that can easily become 5 across the back if they need it to. What's your score prediction for the first meeting in just under 14 years? Argyle have not won an away game all season, so it will be typical football and the glory of the FA Cup if they went to an informed Premier League club and won 2-1. Hope not, eh? Hope not. Really do, but hope they can't. Hope they don't do that. We actually do want a good run in the FA Cup. But, it is possible because, a team that's obviously without a win for so long, down near the bottom of is it League One or they are Championship, sorry. Near the bottom of the Championship, then, you never know. So they could come and fire against us, and I just hope they don't. But I mean, we are in good enough form. We have. I think we have lost at home lately. Lost twice at home. Of course, to Forest and Arsenal. So, be nice to get our home form back up and running again and beat Plymouth. Just have a look at this as well. Got to talk about these two brilliant players here. These two guys, superb at the moment. Analysis and Bomo and Visser, a superb example of Premier League partnership. Brentford forwards Brian and Bomo and Johan Visser are now on 13 and 10 goals, respectively, meaning the Bees now have 2 players on double figures, something no other team has achieved yet in the Premier League so far this season. Playmaker stats take a look at how the duo are a superb modern example of a proper strike partnership after their fantastic performance against Southampton on Saturday. Brentford recorded their first away win of the 24-25 Premier League season against Southampton on Saturday, with the dynamic duo of Brian and Bomo and Johan Visser once again at the forefront of the 5-0 victory. The pair linked up perfectly for the Bees second of the game when Visser set up his teammate for a powerful finish. And Bomo then scored from the spot before assisting Keane Lewis-Potter in the 92nd minute, with Visser adding extra gloss to the scoreline with a much-deserved goal even later into stoppage time. Shouldn't Bomo be the next to score for Brentford, then there would be a unique situation in which 3 players are all tied as the club's Premier League top scorer. Visser and Ivan Toney, are currently both in first position with 36, while Bomo's just behind on 35. And Bomo's tally of 13 this campaign now means that only Man City's Erling Haaland and Liverpool's Mohamed Salah are ahead of him in the goal-scoring charts, which reflects just how scintillating the forward's form is. Visser's not too far behind his friend, though, having hit double figures. The Bees now have 2 players on double figures for the season, something no other team has achieved yet in the league so far this season. Indeed, the duo are beaten by just one in terms of goals scored as a tag team, and Bomo and Visser's total goal tally of 23 is bested only by Salah and Luis Diaz, 26. Those 23 goals account for 61% of Brentford's Premier League output this year, 38. The goals scored at St Mary's Stadium also meant that the pair have now already outscored their total figures for the 23-24 season. That year, and Bomo and Visser bagged a combined 21, and Bomo 9, Visser 12. Now they're on 23 together, and it's only January. Amazing. Brilliant from them. Great players, these two. Brilliant. Great partnership. Of course, Bomo and Visser couldn't do it without a strong supporting cast. So while Bomo's positive expected goal difference of plus 6.39 xG puts the Cameroon international top of the league in terms of overperforming or finishing brilliantly. If you want to put it another way, his average of 0.19 xG shot is ahead of all but one other player in the top 10 xG overperformers. Chris Wood is that outlier with an average 0.22 xG per shot. That indicates that he is getting the ball from his colleagues in the right place at the right time to create a goal-scoring chance. That stat is backed up by Visser, the 28-year-old is top of the league in terms of xG per shot. For players who have had more than 3 shots with 0.25 xG per shot, on average, Visser does trail his partner in terms of overperforming xG, just plus 0.68. A figure that wasn't helped by a big miss against the Saints that he atoned for almost immediately by setting up his pal and Bomo. Shearer, Sutton, York and Cole, Henry and Bergkamp, a proper strike partnership is a special thing in football that we don't see too much of anymore. But Bomo and Visser are a superb modern example. Yeah, totally. Yep, exactly, 100%. That's brilliant. We can't really say what the team's going to be. I'm hoping, though, that they will go with probably a second sort of reserve side, if you like. Play a lot of players that haven't actually played yet. Or haven't had many games this season, this year, or whatever. I'm thinking of the likes of here, Valdemarson, of course. Instead of Flecken, give him a run out. Valdemarson, I think he deserves it. Because I hope Rawsleff doesn't play, but I just think that'd give Plymouth a real chance. And I don't want him to have a sniff and have a chance of, beating us, an upset. So, and rest some of these others that are doing it in the Premier. And the likes of Lewis Potter, I don't think it's a left wing back anyway. But, I like seeing rested. Keep Jensen going. He's just come back. Might as well carry on playing with him. Why not? He's only just come back from injury. Let's keep him going. Collins, I think, could do with a rest, maybe. You could play the likes of Kim Ji-soo, possibly for him there. And I'd give Magoma a go at the back. I think left back, I believe he is. So I'd play him there. Probably keep going with Vandenberg. I guess he played well the other day. And he's, again, also not long come back from a little bit of an injury as well. So, yeah, I'd play Kim Ji-soo and him there as centre-backs and Meg Homer as left-back. Just trying to think who they could have as the right-back rather than Rawsleff. They've got to have somebody else. Somebody else could do that job. But anyway, I think the midfield won't be too different. I think, Yarmulke could get a go, I'd say, a run out. Damsgaard will carry on probably. Yan out, maybe. I'd like to see Konak giving a go. Rest one of the strikers, maybe, and keep going with, say, or have Shardy carry on with possibly Visser, rest and Bomo for a bit. He may not be needed. I'd like to see it change a bit, that team. No disrespect to Plymouth, but I just feel, we could get through without without playing the bigger players. Let's give them a rest and let's play the other players, give them a run out. And if it doesn't start well, you can add the bigger players on the bench, and Bomo and Visser or whatever, and Norgard and so forth, Jensen or whatever. Have them on the bench, Damsgaard, Lewis Potter, whatever, and then you can throw them on if it's not working out. If we really need to get the goal. So that's what I would do. I would change that. But I wouldn't go defensive either because, it's Plymouth and, we should be dominating teams like this that, are struggling. And only got assistant manager, caretaker manager that's there in charge. It's not anyone brilliant. I'm not saying he's not. He must know a bit about football, but I'm not saying he's a major manager that's, knows everything, that's ex-player or whatever. But, got all that proper expertise. So I feel we should do them. We should beat them. And I'm going to predict already. I'm going to go for a 4-0. A 4-0. I hope. No, actually, you know what? I'm going to let him have a go. I'm going to let him have a goal. I'm going to go 4-1. Yeah, I'm going to let Plymouth get a goal there. I just feel it's possible because I just, hardly ever keep a clean sheet. Yeah, we got one against Southampton, but I just don't know. But if we have Valdemarson in goal, then maybe it might be different anyway. No Flecken. Let's see what Valdemarson can do again. But yeah, I'll go 4-1. I'd like us to get a few goals. We should, you would feel, but should be dominating teams like this and getting through. Obviously, I'll do a stream again probably Saturday with confirmation and everything. Team news or whatever, injuries, whatever. I'll do all that on Saturday to follow this up. Really, obviously. Which would probably be 2:30. Yeah, about half an hour beforehand, hopefully, before the game, before it kicks off. And obviously, you've got to do, I'm going to do a transfer stream maybe tomorrow or Thursday. I'll confirm it properly tomorrow. But anyway, guys, obviously, there's no more to talk about here. I just hope we can get through here on Saturday. In this FA Cup third round, get through to the fourth round, and we might get another big team this next time. We might get, wouldn't be surprised if it's Arsenal or something again, United or City or something like that, Chelsea. But, let's hope we just get through this first. Well, then again, I wouldn't mind if we get a few lower league teams again. Just something a bit of an easier run to get there. And I'm not saying we couldn't beat the bigger teams, but, you get a lower division team, maybe you got a better chance. But then again, they all can cause upsets. Every dog has its day, and a lot of them do in the FA Cup. So, so I'm not taking this one for granted. I'm not, not underestimating Plymouth at all. But it should be a good one. I hope we can get through. Anyway, follow me on Instagram at Mr. B for Life 182 and subscribe to Mr. B Hive Football Chat and Mr. B Chats England Cricket. And of course, be doing the cricket streams probably Thursday or Friday. Obviously, a preview for the Women's Ashes on Saturday. So we're doing a preview for that. So will probably be Friday, possibly Friday, yeah. But anyway, guys, keep a lookout. Check out my other content, and obviously as I say, transfer streams coming up. So, you know, until then, thanks for your support and everything as usual. If you've been watching on playback or live, thank you. Thanks a lot for all that, as usual. Great stuff, and please sub and smash the likes and everything. But anyway, guys, until the next stream, till the next one, I'm out of here. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.